Hello, nieces and nephews. This is your Uncle Bill, and welcome to week number 4. Hard to believe it's the last week, full week of January 2022. Love you all. And guess what? I still have 5 crazy things. Actually, more than 5 crazy things to share with you. And I forgot one of them, but I'm going to show you. And we'll save this one for later on somewhere, unless you guys all say, go get it, Bill. Uncle Bill. This is the first one I got. When I did my Mora knife review, I was told that this knife is basically the same as the Mora knife. This is the bait knife that you can get on Walmart, and woo, I'm having all sorts of fun. Look at that. That's a scam call right there. So I better turn this off because I forgot to do that. Today's been a very busy day. Uncle Bill just filmed a video that was just a quick axe sharpening video because my axe was so dull last time chopping the wood. It took forever. Anyways, this is a Walmart bait knife, and you can pick this up for $3, or you can get the Mora knife on Amazon for like $11. I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison someday along the way. And you notice I haven't even taken it out of the sheath. That's still the tie wrap that goes on it and keeps you from pulling a knife out in the store and killing people. Number 1. Now, we have a whole bunch of other stuff here, and I just got hit by one of them. This is applesauce from the Dollar Tree. You get 4 servings. You can take this out camping with you, or emergency stash like Uncle Al wants you to have. And hi, Uncle Al. I forgot to say hi on the way in. Sorry. Uncle Al is amazing. You got to go check out his channel, Die Bullfrog 98, and have him tell you what the secret is. I'm not even going to reveal it. Now, all sorts of things for camping. I was looking for the perfect container to have my popping oil. I already did a popcorn video on cooking. So at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, I got this. This was amazing. And Uncle Al, a tribute to you. Hi, Andrew. Great to see you. These at the Dollar Tree only cost $1. Some things didn't go up to $1.25. I was amazed when I saw the sign on them, and I was like going, oh, well, they just forgot to pull that sign off of there. But I got 3 of them just in case. And sure enough, it was $1 a piece. I was happy as could be. These are all things that you can put in your emergency stash, in your bug out bag, or you can bring them camping like I plan to do. Because I'm going camping to the Potero. I always mispronounce it because I want to go P-O-R instead of P-O-T-R-E-R-O. Potrero. Sardines, and you can have them right side up too. That helps. These $1.29. Dollar Tree. Oh, something else fell. And a couple other sardines. You can never have too many sardines. Now this was a luncheon loaf, otherwise known as Spam, but this is like generic Spam. And the cool thing about this one is it opens on the middle, kind of like a canned ham. I'm like, woohoo! Now these are amazing. You get 3 of these for $1.29. What it is, and I tried them out. They're not too bad. This would be really good if you're backpacking and you don't want to carry fresh fruit, or you're worried about it getting mushed. Well, you don't have to worry about this getting mushed. This is just fruit puree, and it should keep for like maybe a year, maybe a year and a half. I forgot what the expiration, 11/28/22. But you know that is probably the reason why is because Dollar Tree gets these things pretty close to expiration, just like the family grocery outlet center. On Friday, I was there and I couldn't believe it. I saw this thing, string cheese, buy one, get one free, $2.49. And I thought for sure when I got up to the checkout, it was going to be, oh, well, what that is $2.49 is the price if you buy two of them. I got the BOGO. I got the second one for free. I loved it. Andrew, you're still here. Great. And we'll talk about cooking because that's what we do. Actually, all this stuff is dealing with cooking. When you're looking for storage containers for camping, this was my other storage container pick. And the reason why I picked these is because they were a little bit firm and you knew that they are watertight because they're not going to market it with the screw top and not be watertight. And I might use this for oil. So it's a toss-up between this one and this one, which one I use for oil. Of course, I'm going to bring this out and use the oil up first. So what are we up to? I think 5 or 6 by now. And 7, spicy chili tuna. And the good thing with these is they actually come with a folding spoon. This right here is a spoon up here. I'm living in the shoulda camp today. I could pull out that spoon if you guys really want me to and show you what it looks like, but it's just a folding plastic spoon. And I have used one of those in an emergency situation before. Last 2 items. One is herring fillets. Everybody's got to have a couple of those. And I was having a toss-up and I was looking at, I ordered this, and then right after I ordered it, I saw popcorn collapsible containers because Uncle Bill wants to have popcorn, and I want to make it, homemade, and you don't leave it in the pot because anybody knows if you leave it in the pot, odds are high that you're going to burn the bottom kernels. But this is a collapsible mixing bowl. This is what I decided on. This was $15 from Amazon. And this one's really sturdy because it's got plastic in between. So the plastic gives it rigidity, a lot of rigidity. This is what it looks like folded down. It was a toss-up between that and maybe just getting another one of these, which is a bucket. And when you go camping or if you're in a bug-out situation, these are essential to have something to hold water, to hold gasoline, whatever. And yes, I know you're not supposed to put gasoline in there, but if you had to, you might want to. There we go. That's 5, more than 5. Virginia, great to see you here. And I'm so glad you were able to make it to one of my lives. I'm still missing you half the time. I'm so sorry. Virginia, meet Uncle Al and Andrew. They're both in the chat, but they haven't talked for a little while, so they might be here, they might not be here, but Uncle Bill's here, and I'm having fun. I've shared all sorts of things, and what we're doing this year, the plan for this year, unless anybody's got any, oh yeah, Uncle Al is still here. If they have any questions, if you guys have questions, just ask them because I love questions. Oh, by the way, Uncle Al, I had to laugh after I kind of suspected it while I was doing my sharpening the axe. I got out the mill and bastard file and sharpened it up really quick. I put too steep of an angle, and it'll be interesting to see how long that edge lasts for. It probably has about a 30-degree angle, and as anybody who sharpened axes before knows, a 60 to a 45 is perfect. A 30, you run a high chance of it just curling over on itself or just dulling really quickly. We'll find out what happens when I go to chop wood this week, when I go to the Potrero campgrounds. There we go. I got to get some water. I'm dying of of thirst. Uncle Bill, unfortunately, has like no salivary glands in the back of my throat, so my mouth gets dry quick. Oh, wow. Is everybody having a great day? I can't believe that we're almost at the end of the first month, and this is the last week, the last full week of January. I had a video conference with my doctor today. We're talking about all these things, and I don't know if anybody else has had this happen with a doctor, but it's like every time I'm talking with this person, it's like you're a new patient. It's like they don't even look at the notes or anything until after you're 5 or 10 minutes into reminding them that, no, this isn't the way things are. This is the way things are. And oh, wow. And then they try to pretend like they're really interested in just you. It's funny. And yay, 2022. And this is the year where I go into 5 separate channels. I am totally going to niche. And this channel is going to remain a variety channel. I'm going to do the 5 crazy things. And as you saw today, it was a lot more than 5 crazy things. This, I did share this one. I don't know if you were in here, Regina. And I'm sorry I butcher everybody's name. At least I spell it right. This is a mixing bowl. I wouldn't use this as a mixing bowl, but it makes a great popcorn bowl for camping. It's advertised at 3 quarts, but it's probably more like 2 3/4, and folds down flat. That's that. Anybody gotta watch the replay? Yes. And one of the things that I was thinking about is going through and downloading all my intro videos and then having highlights with the 5 crazy things that Uncle Bill has and sharing those in separate videos. Not to replace the intro video, but to have a little additional thing, because there still should be plenty of videos on this site. And if I just go into the other sites, then I'm not going to have as many on this site. Yeah, 5 crazy things. That's probably the best part of this intro video that we have in the week, because we're talking about the week, but I share 5. And sometimes I have something that you guys haven't seen before. Like, for example, I know Uncle Al is going to recognize this right away. But this is a special type of level. I got 8 of these for about just under $10. 6 of these for just under $10. And I was very happy. This is a special level that you can use for just about anything. People use them on their trailer. You can use them on a washing machine. This one even has the, come on, focus you. Here, it has the degrees marked down, so you can actually tell how many degrees the thing slanted, which is really nice if, like, say you're working on a roof, or who knows, or you're doing a drain even. It's good to know how far the thing slanted down. And it's kind of lime green, yellow. It's probably just my webcam, but that actually, kind of lime green, greenish yellow, yellow green, whatever. It's fun. And I fell in love with those levels when I'm working with a camera, because what you can do, one of my other crazy finds, I found this one on Friday. Whoa, $3.99 over at the Goodwill. Isn't that amazing, this camera bag? And look what they had in it. And if you believe that, no, I paid plenty for this guy, but it's what was I was thinking about something about this, but anyways, this is my new used Samsung NX Mini. And these things have gone up in price because Marcus Pix likes them. And it's really cool. You just flip it up and it turns on. Except it doesn't like the fact that I didn't unlock the lens. So let me unlock the lens so you can see a little bit more of it. And see, there's what my screen looks like. Isn't that amazing? I love this little camera. It's got pretty good sound. I used this for my last video, which I haven't, I just recorded it literally, the sharpening axe video, because I wanted to get it so that I could have two videos on the camper, Bill Dube camper, because this is camper week. I don't know if I said that it's camp week this week. Wow, Virginia, you got tons of, I love you're like me. You know, when I do this, there's another channel where after about 5 or 6 comments in rapid succession, I get locked out because they have bots. I don't have any bots to manage, and Bridget didn't show up today. So you guys are all unmonitored. It's like, what is it? Remember when the teacher would run out of the school? Yeah, we would make her run out of the school. When I was in my senior year, and you thought you were a big man on campus at senior year in high school, my teacher, Ms. Clinton, and if you look her up, she's actually a stand-up comedian now, but this was her first day teaching in high school. And I'm sitting back there and trying to be cool. And she took attendance. We're all like, yeah, we're here, blah, blah, blah. And so she wanted to get somebody to go to the main office to turn in the slip. And she goes, will anybody going to volunteer? Nobody volunteered. And she waved this slip like this. She goes, brownie points. Well, I was very athletic back then. And I was actually in the second row, and just regular standard chairs. I vaulted over the front row, grabbed that thing, didn't say a thing, grabbed it out of her hand, ran out the door, ran down to the office, and she stood there stunned. After that, she turns to my friend. She goes, is he on drugs? No, I wasn't on drugs. I was just high on life, just like today. And they asked us what the most memorable thing and the best thing about YouTube was today on one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook. And I said, waking up and being here, because that is the best thing, to be here. And I'm still here, and we're all still here. And we're going to make it to 1,000 and more soon. Get those brownie points. Yeah, I did get those brownie points. And then I took my time and strolled back to the homeroom. Because they usually turn them in with about 10 minutes to go with the homeroom. This is the best camp cup. I've tried a lot of camp cups. And the reason why I like this one particularly, although I didn't like the lid, I changed out the lid, is that it's 16 ounces vacuum sealed. And this is actually one of those vacuum insulated mugs. It'll hold a whole thing of top ramen. And I like that. And it holds my extra big coffee cup in the morning. Anybody got any questions? Virginia, when do you go live today? And by the way, Virginia has about, what do you have? You're like me. You have 5 channels, I think. And you need to check out the Virginia Show 2, Virginia mink oil. See, I use this for my hair, and see that's why my hair grows so nice and everything. And actually, I don't use anything on my hair, but Virginia has some really good hair treatment to help you grow your hair, right? and have no idea. Yes, yes. I like to keep everybody entertained here. I'm, loving EP. Oh, yeah. Well, if I had somebody here to monitor, and I don't, but I got a bot. Yay, bot. Welcome. I'll have to go back in and remove. I wish I knew how to get rid of that. Maybe I do. Let me see here. Can I remove? Put the user in timeout. And no, I don't like those kind of posts. And hide on this. And okay, I learned something new today. Uncle Bill can be trained. That's what helps when there's only, all the four of us. But this way, each one of you gets special attention. And Andrew, I have been neglecting you, and I'm sorry about that. The OH50 rig is one that I think would make it so that you don't have your camera so much in your way while you're cooking. I'm sure that you probably have the same problem I did, because I was too lazy to break out the rig. When I did the popcorn, I'm like angling myself around the tripod, and I had a lot of fun doing the popcorn video. And if you all wait just half a second, I got something I want to share. I made this mistake a while back, and I remembered it when I was starting to do the thing. And yes, you can stay here, live in EWPDF. Please don't put any more links in that are of a suspicious nature. Now, with Jiffy Pop, when you pull that lid off, there's a ring that I thought shouldn't be there 1 year. And I have delicately taken this ring out before. And I guarantee you, if you do that, you're going to regret it. You know how on my video, if you saw it, that you get that nice round, almost like a basketball shape, and it's all nice and controlled. The popcorn goes everywhere. I think it still stayed in the Jiffy Pop thing, but it doesn't keep it away from the fire as nicely as it does with this little ring here. It's like, this is like a magic ring. Like, they pop up and then they hold up. This thing like cinches it up like a belt. It's really amazing. And it had been years since I had done Jiffy Pop, but I did remember the mistake I made years ago with this. And with popcorn, the other thing in my book, and I didn't realize this because I've been keeping popcorn in the refrigerator for years now. And when you pop popcorn right out of the refrigerator and you put it right on the stove and you start cooking it, it doesn't pop as well as if you let it sit long enough. And by long enough, it's almost an hour that you need to let it sit. You can actually leave it out and have it at room temperature. Then you don't have to bother with this. But if you keep it in the freezer or the refrigerator, you need to let it fully get to room temperature, then pop it. And it really does make a difference. The kernels come out bigger, and so you get more volume, more popcorn, and it doesn't stick in your teeth as much, because a fully exploded kernel isn't going to have all that hard stuff that the little tiny ones do. Just figured I'd share that. And Jiffy Pop is so much fun, although it's very expensive. This little thing, very expensive by Uncle Bill's standards. I think I paid $3 for this thing. And for the same amount of money, I can probably make easily 10 times as much popcorn other ways. My favorite popper, and I'll share this with all of you guys, just don't tell anybody. My favorite popper is the Air Pop. And what I have is a Regal 2, something like that, air popper, and it is fantastic. So cold? What's too cold? Oh, it's too cold. It's not too cold here. We have it's about 60, 68 degrees right now, but it was 61 in my house when I woke up. Oh yeah, air poppers. I love them. As a matter of fact, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I got to share it with you. You'd think I'd remember. It's called the Poppery 2. This is the Poppery 2. Oh, 68 degrees where you are too. Poppery 2. If you ever see one of these in a thrift shop, this one's probably over, oh God, I don't even know when I got this. Probably turn of the century. So it was at a thrift shop I bought it. So you figure this thing's probably well over 25, 30 years old, and it still works like a champ. The nice thing about these, I don't know why they changed the design, but these have a fan that has the popcorn spinning in a circle. The fan goes at a higher velocity, so it actually keeps the kernels more in there. And if you ever have trouble with an air popper with the kernels popping out too much, load it with more popcorn, because the popcorn on the top actually will keep the first couple ones from coming out. And then when you have a layer of popped kernels, they should just kind of like flow out. If you think that you're going to have, if you have trouble with amount of popcorn, like you're like me and you eat the whole batch, there is a way that you can pop a 1 serving for popcorn. What you do is you take a splatter screen that you would use for bacon, and you put, I think it's 2 tablespoons of popcorn in, or 1 tablespoon. I actually did a video on how to do this. It's on my videos. And you just put the splatter screen on top, let it pop, turn off the popper, and then empty it out. And you have 1 serving of popcorn. And you aren't going to eat more than that because you didn't make more than that. You'd have to get munching on the kernels all by themselves. And anybody who's done that, and why you can eat those ones that are fried, those big ones, those are, I think they'd use feed corn for that, but probably not, because you're not allowed to give feed corn or something like that, the way that the corn is designed. Uncle Al would know about that. I remember a couple years ago, there was this thing with the blue tortilla chips, and some of the tortilla chips had actually gotten feed corn put in there by accident, and supposedly feed corn is supposed to be extremely toxic to humans, or who knows what, but they didn't want us to eat it. It could be, Uncle Al, I was just remembering what you had said about the fact that they use, all sorts of, actually, you didn't tell me, a friend of mine told me, they actually use pesticides in these grain mills to keep the vermin away from the grain and keep it out. And that is not regulated, nor do they have to report how much they put in the grain, and yet they can still sell it to us like that. Isn't that pleasant? Craziness. Well, this week on the Bill Dube Camper channel, and I will be putting in a link at the end of the week to the videos that I'm going to be posting. One of them is going to be my axe sharpening video. And Uncle Al, when you look at that, you'll see that I went at about this angle when I should have gone at about this angle. That's going to be one of them that's going to be posted. I also am going to do my best to get the Potrero camping done by Friday and post that there as well. There will be another just quick pointer video that I'll put on this site, which will have the other one. We'll see how all that works. We'll see what, if you guys have any thoughts on that, feel free to tell me, because I am open to suggestions. And I hope you guys all like the new artwork on the new sites. And I love you all. Have a great week. Stay safe. And come back again. Have a super week. And Virginia, did you put in here when you're going live? I don't think you did. But I will be sure to find out. Every time I log on, and again, the channels to check out, because that's the most important, to give a shout out to my friends. The Virginia Show, the Virginia Show 2, the Virginia Oil Show. Mink Oil Show, not show, channel, sorry. And Die Bullfrog 98, you need to check his channel out. Andrew's Simple Cooking, check his channel out. Check my new channel out on Friday, Bill Dube Camper. Love you all. Bye-bye.